CASHS and happy Wednesday. Like I shared last week, we are on the move here at CASHS, and so as you can see, we're definitely in a different setting. A few updates that I'd like to share with you would be this. As you all are very much aware, as we continue to progress through our courses, some questions or concerns have been regarding pacing. So beginning this week, you should start seeing information being shared by your teachers on a message board or some sort of platform that would provide you the input as to what the expectations are for that week. So please make sure you're looking at these message boards or asking your teachers where you should find them as we continue to improve our virtual learning and pacing. Another question that's come up this week is grading. How am I going to be grading, or what does it look like? So depending on the course that you're taking, grading can actually be found in two different locations. One being in Edge, the second of course being in Sapphire. I will tell you though that the teachers are going to be updating your overall grade in Sapphire each week. So by Fridays you should see an updated overall grade posted in Sapphire, no matter what course you're taking and how much is being completed either in Edge or in another platform, possibly Google Classroom. So last week we began clubs, and we're going to continue with clubs throughout the school year. Some questions that I've received this week would be, how do I go about knowing how to link into my club of choice? If you recall at the beginning of the school year, we actually had a Google Doc that was listed on our CASHS main website. That Google Doc actually also lists our club advisors and their Google Meet sites. So if you're having trouble or wish to join a club and having trouble figuring out how to link with that club, make sure you check out our CASHS website where you can find those links to these clubs. I also want to remind you that our main mode of communication this school year will be through your CASHS email account. So students, please become accustomed to utilizing your CASHS email account. That way you can stay up with all the news and happenings here at CASHS. Yesterday I was reached out by one of our students via an email, and she questioned, how are we going to do homecoming this year? So I just wanted to give you an explanation. I know homecoming was actually set, I think, here early in the school year, but due to the fact that we are virtual, we are going to, at this point in time, hold off on homecoming with the hopes that soon, that's right, sooner than later, we will all be back together and we can all participate in homecoming and enjoy it together. So for now, we are putting homecoming on hold for a later date in the school year. However, up until that time, we do plan to come up with some great ideas and activities for you to get involved in. So again, make sure you're reviewing your emails daily because our class advisors, our student government individuals are all working together to put some great activities and ideas together. A few shout outs just to bring this report to a close. So for starters, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Mrs. Skaltetti. It was brought to my attention by a parent that she actually contacted this individual at home who was really struggling to either get online or understand what she needed to do to complete her assignments virtually. So shout out to Mrs. Skaltetti for making this happen for this student. Way to go. Just appreciate you going above and beyond. Next shout out is to Mrs. Schildauer. Mrs. Schildauer is working with her CAVE students. It was brought to my attention that she's been spending some time working with a CAVE student in particular with her Algebra 1. So again, just want to thank all those teachers and staff who are going above and beyond, and I know so many of you are, but I can only share a few names at this time. But hopefully as we progress throughout the school year, I'll have many more to share. And the last shout out that I want to bring to you today is this. So this past weekend, I was grocery shopping. Yes, imagine that, Mr. Ocker, grocery shopping. But I do enjoy that task. While I was checking out, I had the opportunity to speak with one of our senior students who told me, when asked, how's virtual education going? She said, you know what, Mr. Ocker, it's actually not going too bad. she was that impressed, or was enjoying it enough, that she decided, rather than being bored sitting at home and only taking a few courses as a senior, she decided to take a few extra. All while, this is the big piece, all while watching over 3 of her younger siblings who are also virtual right now at the elementary level. So, here's what I'm saying. Shout out to this young lady who's not only working on her free time, but also working to assist her younger siblings doing a virtual education while also completing her own education. Rather impressive, because I didn't hear a single complaint come out of her. So what I'm really telling you all is this. We can do this. We can get through this together. There's just one example of how one of your colleagues or your classmates is getting through this difficult, challenging time. So with that, let's all get excited. Let's get ramped up. Let's make sure our parents can hear us, even if they're at work. The neighbors will let them know something must have happened. So here we go. On 3, guys. 1, 2, and 3. Go!